Today on the channel, on the top 100 movie poster challenge, we are taking a closer look at Apocalypse Now. Hey guys, how's it going? Tel here and welcome back to the channel. So today on the channel we are ticking off movie number 1, starting with Apocalypse Now. Now this was a film I didn't know much about. I knew it was a war film set around the Vietnam War. So what we're going to do, guys, we are going to take a look at the good, the bad. I'm going to give some letterbox reviews that resemble my review as closely as possible, and then I'm going to give my final letterbox score. After that I will be picking my next movie on a top 100 movie generator, so stay tuned for that to find out what film we will be watching next. So let's get on with the review, guys, starting with the good. So the good thing was the era and the aesthetic around that time. I've really enjoyed films late 70s, early 80s. It probably is one of my favourite eras for movies, especially going back now and comparing it to how films are shot now. I would definitely prefer like the old era, so late 1970s, early 80s, and the cinematography in Apocalypse Now was really class as well. So yeah, I really enjoyed the way it was shot, the aura, the aesthetic. Now onto the bad. I feel like one of the bad things about the film was the narration. I felt like the main character, I forgot his name already, but I feel like he had a really boring voice, and it just wasn't a voice for narration. Like, he said things quite cool, but just the tone wasn't right for me.
I wanted a mission for my sins. They gave me one.
And it kind of bored me a little bit. As a narration voice, it just wasn't Griffin to me, and I just couldn't get myself involved and invested in the film as I could compared to other films. So yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the narration. Another thing I wasn't a big fan of was just the story itself, and I think I come to realise after about an hour, maybe even less than that, into the film, that I realised I don't really like war films. And when I think about war films, I don't think there's any actually war films that I've actually seen, ones that I remember. Like, my type of war film would be like, you know, Star Wars or War of the Planet of the Apes. That's my type of war. You know, humans versus aliens, that kind of stuff. That's my type of war, more sci-fi stuff. But yeah, actual war films they're not really for me. Like, nothing really sticks out the top of my head. I'm sure there's going to be a few more war films that will be on the top 100 movie poster, so I have to stay tuned for that. Hopefully my opinion does change. Stuff like Game of Thrones as well, like that's more of a battle, so yeah, I've really enjoyed that. And like Lord of the Rings, of course, very famous for their wars, but obviously not that's obviously, of course, a fictional war, but you know, when it's like elves and dwarves and human and men versus orcs and Urukai and all that, that's my type of war and a battle I want to see. The film went on for far too long, and I didn't really know what I was watching. I was really expecting it to get going, and it never really did for me. And even the end, it wasn't a big finale, it wasn't a big fight at the end. Another thing I didn't really like was, like, you see Harrison Ford at the beginning, and Harrison Ford is like setting the assignment, and obviously that is the last time you see of him, and I kind of felt like there's probably a better story with Harrison Ford with whatever he's doing and his character's doing compared to the story we got with Apocalypse Now. So that might be like a very controversial opinion, but I obviously want to see more Harrison Ford and see what he was up to compared to the actual main storyline. So let's take a look at some letterbox reviews then, guys. So yeah, I don't want to criticise the film too much because I definitely respect the film, but it's just a film that I didn't get hooked on. It didn't grip me, and I just feel like if you're growing up in that era and you did see Apocalypse Now at the cinema, I think like you would love it more. But for me, watching a film where I didn't grow up with it, and you know, the hype wasn't there for me, it's just a film I've gone back to watch, so I probably view it in a different lens, pardon the pun, to everyone else. So there was a few letterbox reviews that I saw that really did capture how I felt. Someone gave it half a star, not even 1.5. So a half a star rating. It said it comes from someone called Movie Watcher 091. He said, some dude with a monotone voice traveling across Vietnam. This movie is so boring. So it's kind of how I felt. It was just like, yeah, a bloke narrating with a, you know, monotone voice going across Vietnam. I was like, is this the film? Is this the film everyone's hyping up? Another one I saw was from someone called Grace Ray 05. She says she rated it 2 stars. Well, that was definitely a movie, not for me, but a movie nonetheless. And that's like exactly how I feel. Like, yep, that was a movie. It was a movie, very well done, some nice moments, but a movie nonetheless, but a movie not for me. So that was kind of how I felt. Another letterbox review that I saw comes from baggy_parrot. They give it 3 stars, so a bit more generous. They said, I don't know, maybe I'm too young to like it. couldn't enjoy it if I'm honest. Most Vietnam War movies feel the exact same, but I get it if it was my age when it came out. When it came out, I probably would have liked it, and that's exactly what I said. So guys, for me, my letterbox rating is only going to be 2 stars. So it's the 2 stars isn't enough to respect the film. I don't want to give it such a bad rating. So yeah, I did give it some thought. So I am going to give the film Apocalypse Now 2 stars out of 5. Okay guys, so now is the part in the video where I do a random number generator and pick the next film. So I do apologise to Leader Pop Dark because he did pick a number, even though I didn't ask, but I do respect the comment, and it was a very detailed comment. So, but I have to be honest, the film isn't a film appropriate for this time of year. So you kind of guess, you kind of work out what kind of film that is going to be on the list. So I am going to pass on that one for now and do the random movie generator. There we go. So I don't really need to do a screen record. It might be more fun doing it like this. So I'm going to press stop. What we got? 53. Is that 53? That is 53. So very, very close to Apocalypse Now. So the time of the film will probably be within a 5-year span. So I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to check the poster, because the poster is on the wall now. So I'm going to take a look at what is film number 53. So I've actually got a film trilogy to watch, and unfortunately it won't be a film that I'm actually able to add to my letterbox, because I've already watched it and ranked in my letterbox. But of course we're going to watch it again, and I'm not complaining about what it is. So it's actually the Indiana Jones trilogy from 1981 up to 1989, I believe, and it does say trilogy. So yeah, really excited for that one now. So now I've got to fit in 3 films, and got to do that pretty quickly because I want to try and get these videos going and the ball rolling. So anyway guys, that is my video review for Apocalypse Now. Do let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please don't butcher me too much. I do really enjoy doing this though, and I did enjoy watching Apocalypse Now. It's just not a film. It's not a film I won't watch again. The film was too long for me as well. I do enjoy a really long movie as long as I'm into it, but I just didn't really enjoy it. So I haven't got a problem watching long films, but that one just wasn't for me. But yeah, thank you for watching today's video, guys. Do make sure you leave a comment down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Have you seen Apocalypse Now? If you have, do let me know your thoughts as well. I'd love to hear what you think, and I'll see you back here soon for the next video where we will be reviewing the Indiana Jones trilogy. Can't wait for that. See you soon.